the point home. Written in a driving mid-tempo rock country blues. The gritty guitar riffs a stomping beat, and someone was finally done being subtle, hammering the point home. I've been dropping hints like rain on a tin roof. Talkers off, playing nice, acting like the truths could wait. He kept smiling sideways, dodging every proof, like maybe later, baby, was your favorite escape. I drew you little pictures, wrote you little notes, jotted every metaphor that poetry promotes. But metaphor's too gentle for the fire in my throat. No more poetry tonight, no more reading between the lines. I'm done with implications, done with all the signs. Closure. Well, controls.
Lost souls. Bear witness.
Prepare to kneel before me.
Brasil!
No gods, no masters, only fire inside. Footsteps fade. Welcome to the zone. Transaction complete.
Lost souls. Bear witness.
Prepare to kneel before me. Funeral bell tolls for me before the abyss. I bestow upon you. Lend is not. Let order and madness dance. Why not embrace this custom? Prepare to kneel before me. Let the party begin. Prostrate yourself before the abyss.
I want to send all the bad guys flying!
Transaction complete. Whatever you see, it is my own. Duck counter. Response. No dodge. Lock it. Duck counter. Response. No dodge. Lock it. One clean strike ends it all. When brains meet blood, this heat's gonna fall. The blockhead, crowd goes silent, checkmate. Skill wins clean, remember the name. Beat the blockhead, outplayed, outthought, outclassed. Beat the blockhead. This hatred. Lock in. Fall apart. Turn back. Beat the blockhead. Square jaw, empty stare. All noise, no blame. They talk in the chat, but you fold in the lane. Wind up slow. I read every move. Telegraph swings. Yeah, I see right through. Dripped in his pride. Ego cracking loud. I stay 10 toes. You just play to the crowd. One trick pony stuck on repeat. I break patterns clean when I'm bringing the heat. Lock in, step up, don't talk back. Loading fists, target locked. Beat the blockhead!
Ready to dive into the abyss with me?
Square jaw, empty stare. All noise, no brain, big talk in the chat, but you. Hey. Let's rupture the flames. Strike the wick.
Okay.
Load the gauge. Heat rising. Write my name. 3, 2, 1. Ignite. Three, two, one. Ignite.
In the name of someone, I won't lose. Now presenting the dance with
Feel the meter climb, feel the focus lock. Every dodge a spark, every hit a shock. When the world says stop, I don't hear a thing. I still sing, I hear embers ring. Rupture the flame, turn the night into neon day. Crash like thunder, bleed the blaze. From the ground to the sky we raise.
Press the advantage.
Turn the fear into battle praise. When the hollow calls my name, I answer back with a firestorm phrase.
Nocturne. The final
Let's
act.
rupture the flame.
Careful.
Come down to me like a siren roar. Red line heart, give me 10 and more. Then we get you humming like a dragon's core. Draw a circle of the color war. Even when I broke a street, my shadow fits with the sparks can be. One breath, X, watch the tempo. Break boss nails down, feel the fall. Feel the meter climb, feel the focus.
Find your weakness.
Every dodge a spark, every hit a shock. When
In the vortex, there's no
Once fueled and fate can feed on sparks I sow and the will I bleed. Refuse the dark, refuse the grave. I am the torch that the lost ones crave. From sinner to sunrise, say my name. I don't burn out, I burn my flame. Let's rupture the flame, turn the night into neon day. Crash like thunder, bleed that blaze. From the ground to the sky we raise. But the heart remains. Call me back, I'll rupture the flames. Let's rupture the flames. Strike the wick, load the gauge, heat rising. Oh Lord, they said a new game's coming to town. They said it's the WUWA killer, but Lord, it ain't killing nothing but the vibe. Can I get an amen? I booted it up, thought I'd see some light. No pity pool, no gotcha fight. No cash to spend, no whales in sight. But Lord, this game just don't feel right. I walked the lands, I swung that blade. No spark of soul in the world they made. My thumb was ready, my faith was high. But the moment hit, and I asked God
I
why.
cut through the darkness.
But my heart feels empty. Oh Lord, can you hear me pray? Bring my children back to the waves today. From the abyss of
Frozen
sleep
spirits,
and uninspired
countless swords in harmony.
to wuthering waves we say.
You can play something, breaking all illusions. Intercept, seal, free.
They promised freedom, they promised fun, but the spirit's gone, the soul is gone. No height, no heat, no sinner's thrill, just polished pain and empty chill.
Rinse the
I tried
heavens.
to dance, I tried to cheer, but no rhythm lives in this frontier. I miss that thunder, that storm divine. Oh, please reclaim what's mine. God Almighty, DNA, you hold me. No cash to buy, no route to chase, but no soul shines in that place. Bring my children home, let them ride the storm, let them grind once more where the wings are born. Oh Lord, we'll never pretend, bring them back to wuthering waves. Amen.
Leave it to me.
This was sight,
I'll back you up. Frozen spirits, countless swords in harmony. Let this sword array send you away. Frost spreads. I cut through the darkness.
They said it's the WUWA killer.
The Qingming's might rends the heavens.
Killing nothing but the vibe. Can I get a
You saw
name?
one second place.
Booted it up, thought I'd see some light. No pity, no gotcha fight. No cash to spend, no whales in sight. But Lord, this game just don't feel right. I walk the lands, I swing that blade. No spark the soul in the world they made. My thumb was ready, my faith was high. But the moment hit, and I asked God why. Oh Lord, God Almighty, DNA, what happened?
I want to send all the bad guys flying. Leave it to me.
Oh Lord, can you hear me pray? Bring my children back to the waves today. From the abyss of sleep and uninspired
Breaking
play.
all
Back to
illusions.
wuthering waves we say.
Today. Frozen spirits, countless swords in harmony.
Oh Lord, they promised freedom, they promised fun, but the spirit's gone, the soul's undone. No hype, no heat, no sinner's thrill, just polished pain and empty chill. I tried to dance, I tried to cheer, but no rhythm lives in this frontier. I miss that thunder, that storm divine. Oh, WUWA, please reclaim what's mine. Oh Lord, God Almighty, DNA, you humbled me. No cash to burn, no loot to chase, but no soul shines in that place. Bring my children home, let them ride the storm, let them grind once more where the waves are born. Oh Lord, we'll never pretend. Bring them back to wuthering waves. Amen. Countdown engage. No mercy, no retreat. Welcome to the zone where only the strong.
Yin and yang converge.
your might. Feel the edge of endless night. From the ruins to neon skies. Only warriors crystallize. Test your might. Deadly assault, one final bite. No retreat, no fear in sight. Win or fall.
Yo, 6
Easy. Nocturne. The final act. Once more. Hit 'em where it hurts. Who's the hunter and who's the prey? Found your weakness. Careful. It's back. Now presenting the dance of death.
Left behind. No thought, just trash, bucket, beat the blockhead. One clean strike ends it all. When brand brains meet brawn, guess who's gonna fall? Beat the blockhead. Crowd goes silent, checkmate. Skill wins clean, remember the name.
FCCC for now. I can't stay up late tonight. I got work in the morning. It doesn't end, does it?
Mr.
What the fuck is this?
Sentontes. This copyright strike, you can see over here, it can be removed. All I have to do is to click on one single button.
Mr. Pokey, go f yourself. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at it. We are finally making our official address to the copyright strike, to the claims that Mr. Pokey has made against my channel, and of course, his attempts to actually take down my career based off the fact that I decided to expose some of the naughty things that he's been up to as he's been running his channel and, of course, making all of his content. And before we go ahead, we dive into some of the specifics over there of the actions that I'm going to be taking, I need to talk about the person that's been helping me take these actions, and that's going to be my lawyer. Yes, over the past couple of days, I've been reaching out, making some connections, and of course, hiring some individuals who can really help explain the case a lot better than me. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead and do some introductions and find out who my lawyer is. This is my lawyer. Here are some details surrounding him. He specializes in First Amendment matters, copyright, defamation, that's a big one, privacy, right of publicity, and of course, trademarks. And there's a bit of extra information that I'm leaving off of the table over here. He's also H3H3's lawyer as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hired H3H3's lawyer to handle this copyright strike filed against me by Mr. Pokey. If you're not familiar with some of his recent work, there was a video released 7 months ago by Mr. Ethan Klein talking about how he's going to be suing 3 creators. And we all know how that lawsuit is going. It's not looking
Ethan Klein's
particularly
lawyer.
very good for some of the sides involved. There's been a lot of public matters made or public statements made regarding the lawsuit. And boy, oh boy, you can't help but feel like some of these people are a little bit screwed seeing some of the details, right? And when you consider Ethan Klein's history in copyright as well, I think it's safe to say that both me and my team are feeling quite confident about the steps moving forward. And so I wanted to also take the time to talk about some of the bitter irony here as well from some of the comments that we've been seeing on some of Mr. Pokey's video. Namely the one where he bragged about striking me, the downfall of my career. Let's just take a quick look at some of these. Damn, my man is here going full H3H3, and I'm here for it. They're talking about Mr. Pokey, not me. Pokey pulling the Ethan H3 trap. That's some pretty advanced tech. What great rotational knowledge. Just a fun little comment that I wanted to put in here before we proceed with the rest of the slideshow. So let's talk a little bit about what actually happened. So on February 8th, 2026, I reacted on stream to a document exposing Mr. Pokey's editor abuse. You can see it right over there, February 8th streamed, the Pokey Google Doc for those who come after. It's a file that details a lot of the rampant editor abuse that Simon Godley, one of Mr. Pokey's former editors, suffered at his hands, detailing things like Mr. Pokey intentionally paying him less while
he's going to sue for the copyright strike. That is what he's going to do. He's going to sue for the copyright strike. He's going to claim that his review of Pokey's content for the copyright strike was under fair use. That's what he's going to go for. He's probably going to end up trying to also play, if this actually were to end up in court, he would actually try to end up playing the other scenario in this, which is to try to claim that, St. Tonis accused him of being a rapist.
Had cancer, so on and so forth.
Problem there is that he can't use that. He shouldn't use that, to be quite fair. He can't and he shouldn't. Because reason behind that one is that straight up, there's enough evidence that proves that he has admittedly tried to imply to other people are certain things when they're not.
Very rough stuff. And then also, Mr. Pokey follows up by lying even more in future videos about how he didn't know that fact. It's not a very good document, and you can see why there was a very visceral reaction from Pokey after I covered this. He filed a copyright strike for the tragic downfall of Mr. Pokey. That video that got struck, that wasn't related to this actual editor issue at all. He filed a copyright strike for that unrelated video the same day. So timing over here, some could say it's a coincidence, but I don't think it's particularly surprising at all that he initiated this measure as soon as I even reacted to that document in the first place. Very, very, very interesting, right? So now moving forward, you might have a couple of questions. What has Mr. Pokey actually done when it comes to this strike? Mr. Pokey claims I violated fair use with a 1 hour, 22-minute, 13-second reaction to his 20-minute, 41-second video. Very, very, very interesting to go with the idea that I'm not transforming the content enough, implementing certain things to ensure, right, that the content isn't actually being a straight replica or trying to steal market share. Very interesting take to say that a video over 4 times the length of the original copy is violating fair use.
Yeah. Okay. I'm wondering something here. I am wondering something in particular. Every single attorney I've ever worked with in my life, okay? Every single attorney basically makes the statement that once they take the case, you don't talk. You know what I'm saying? You keep yourself shut up. That's the entire idea. The entire idea here is that you hire an attorney. The first words an attorney tells you is that pretty much is, okay, you're not allowed to talk no more. I talk on your behalf. You don't talk. Because you could incriminate yourself. You could fuck yourself. All this other good stuff. That once an attorney takes over, the first rule of thumb is, you shut up. Look, I've been to court several fucking times, and the first words is that, hey, you shut up, you move on, and that's it. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything in here that might incriminate him.
The video was also published on January 19th, 2026. And Pokey filed his strike, remember that, on February 8th. So all of this idea, right, that is kind of like a market condition thing, something that was competing with his profits, that's the reasoning that he used. It does seem a little bit loose when you see the timing of the strike. It seems like this was something that didn't matter to him, didn't actually bother him at all until I decided to cover his allegations of editor abuse. And you can see it's made in direct response.
Most likely,
to those
Sectone is funding him.
allegations. So what is Mr. Pokey's goal with these strikes? His likely motivation is to simply silence me. Likely not to really protect his financial interests when you see how late the strike was actually filed. The basis of his argument for striking is in this video. I don't really feel any particular need to watch it. I think I've summarized a good bit over there on that previous slide. And he reveals this at 31:47 in the video. As long as his 3 demands are met, 3 demands from Mr. Pokey's end, he will remove the strike on the tragic downfall of Mr. Pokey. He will allow that video to go back up. He will remove the 1 out of 3 active copyright strikes on my channel. And of course, right, feel like the negotiation is over. He has done something to me, and now I need to undo something for him to get this done. So what are the 3 demands? Mr. Pokey made this public tweet over here expressing basically what I need to do to A, get him to stop making videos about me, and B, of course, as augmented in that previous slide over here, get the strike removed. This is what he says. As expected, looks like I will not be getting a public apology tonight. To give Saint the benefit of the doubt, every single day I do not get, 1, a public apology on his main channel, removing all videos about me, and never mentioning me again, I drop 1 file. And he also makes sure, like I said before in this video over here at this timestamp, he says he's going to remove the strike as well. Very, very, very interesting. But unfortunately, Mr. Pokey, unfortunately, Mr. Pokey, I do not negotiate with terrorists, especially gotcha terrorists like you. And so here's my response.
Are we sure he has a fucking attorney? Are we 100% sure about this? Because you just implicated that Pokey's a terrorist. I would assume that even Ethan Klein's fucking attorney would tell you right here, cease and desist. Don't say anything more. Like, you could probably, say something to the effect like, hey, look, I hired an attorney. We're going to be going. This is basically what's supposed to be happening, right? If you're going to do this. Hey, community, ladies and gentlemen, after all the recent shit that's happened with Mr. Pokey, I've decided to retain an attorney. We have retained an attorney. It is H3's attorney, Ethan Klein's attorney, and from this point on, my attorney will be handling the responses to Mr. Pokey's audience. And I like the fact that right here, he's got the at Mr. Pokey with 2 E's. That's fucking hilarious. I don't think I think this right here is just for theatrics. I'm gonna be honest. So far, I think this is just a theatrical fucking film. I don't think this is real. I gotta fucking admit that I don't think this is real because, like I said, any fucking attorney, like, look at what's going on with Asmund Gold. You know how Asmund Gold is handling his case, right? All the shit against Miskiff. Miskiff is talking everything, but Asmund Gold is completely fucking quiet. Every time he's like, no comment, no comment. The time will come. The time will come. I'll talk about it when the time comes. He's quiet because once a fucking attorney gets involved, you don't speak for yourself no more. Your attorney speaks for you. Like, that's what makes no sense to me. That's what makes absolutely no sense. Can I show this in the live stream? All right, never mind. He did hire an attorney. But not for an attorney. But it doesn't look like it's an attorney for suing. Let me see some. Can I show this on the live stream is what I'm asking. Because this is a breakdown we have. This is not huge, but this is what is going on right now. I don't know. You don't know. Okay. Because particularly, I want to read this. Okay, this is at the end of the video in particular. Okay, so I can't show this. Okay. I thought you got this another way. Well, if he showed it, it's public. Then at that point in time, it's public fucking viewing. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go through this. Ron Bar Neeson will be the attorney for YouTube channel St. Tonis. I'm authorized by St. Tonis to submit a counter notification on his behalf as proof of authorization. St. Tonis included in his email. All right, consent to jurisdiction. St. Tonis consents to jurisdiction of federal court for the distinct in which he's located in the Northeastern District of California, San Francisco Division. Also, okay, which is also the district in which YouTube is located, and my firm's authorized agent St. Tonis will accept service of process from the claimant. St. Tonis swears under penalty of perjury that he is in good faith believed that the material was removed or disabled as a result of mistake, misidentification of the material to be removed or disabled. The video St. Tonis is entitled The Tragic Downfall of Mr. Pokey, critique video made by fair use video claimant of the Arctic Gotcha War. Below is St. Tonis analyst and critical of fair use in the subject video of underneath each of the fair use sections of USC sections 1-7. As in the first fair use factor, critique transforms a video subject matter directly by criticizing the style subject of the video. See any wood thing. Okay, so we've got some legal marble trouble. More specifically, the purpose of the subject video is Mr. Pokey addresses criticism St. Tonis and others made of Mr. Pokey and his support in the game Arknights Infield. It's a gotcha system. Indeed, the subject of the video repeatedly references St. Tonis by showing images of St. Tonis showing thumbnails of St. Tonis' video. I am disgusted, where he leaves criticism of the Arknights Infield, shilling for a game, and parroting the criticism and distinguishing such. Mr. Pokey admits that he's a subject video direct. In the critique video, St. Tonis directly engages with the addresses and refutes arguments Mr. Pokey made with the subject video about St. Tonis, along with critiquing Mr. Pokey himself. St. Tonis structures critique a few sections of subject videos provided with in the criticism portion played the thing. Playing a clip of the original video and providing commentary on the clip shows the eclipse of the duration of the clip as original consistence of being held to be transformative, in which weighs strongly in the favor of fair use. Critically, Mr. Pokey publicly admitted that he is, albeit unwittingly, that the critique video made was highly transformative using subject matter, and on 2, 3, 13, 16 video, Mr. Pokey concedes the critique and provide additional 1-hour commentary and 20 minutes of subject video timestamp, and 2, to critique the criticization of Mr. Pokey and points that he has made in the subject video timestamp such. Therefore, even Mr. Pokey concedes that St. Tonis' critique video was highly transformative in the subject video. As second fair use factor, the subject video was publicly dismantled prior to the critique video, primarily informational, ways into fair use, see thing. Why are we trying to talk to the copyright department of YouTube as if they fucking know law? Like, the copyright department of YouTube, like, you need to talk to the attorney side. The copyright department's not fucking attorneys. It's just basically one guy in a fucking closet. As to the third fair use factor, and the amount of sequential critique video used in the subject matter reasonable is Sato's critique video, Mattel versus Walking such. Even in the critique video of entry of the subject video matter, this entirely of a copyright work can still be construed as a fair use product. Basically, this applies to the equal YouTube reaction videos critique of the original. The reasonableness of use of readily apparently watching the critique video will play for a few seconds from the subject video surrounding it with significant longer commentary and criticism on the clip previously played. Without using clips from the subject video, the critique's video commentary, criticism, and the subject video would lose all context and utility. Therefore, a third fair use factor favors fair use because the amount St. Tony's used the subject video in the critique video was reasonably necessary for the critique. As to the fourth fair use factor, there is no legal contradisement market harm resulting from the critique's video subject matter of Mr. Pokey. Copyright only protects the author's financial interest in the work, not in the reputative privacy or interest of the author. And here we're going to have Garcia versus Google that they use as an example. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go into this documentation. Further, it is readily apparent that the critique video does not and cannot serve as a market substitute for the original. Rather, anyone watching the subject video will have a very different experience watching the critique video, which responds to and transforms the subject video into a fodder for causatic moment-by-moment commentary and mockery. Mr. Poke effectively concedes that there were no market harm to the subject video from the critique video. Rather, Mr. Poke admits that his objective is to silence Mr. St. Thomas's criticism of him and punish St. Thomas for making that criticism. This is evident from Mr. Poke from February 11th's Twitter post at 10 p.m. with the reacted DCM takedown, the public apology, and so forth. Never mentioning me again. Links to the tweets right here, reiterated on thing with a video timestamp and statements discussed above the context of fair use fact. Taken together, the fourth factor heavily weighs and heavily fair use. To conclude, the critique video makes obvious fair use of subject video. It is equally obvious that Mr. Poke engaged in misrepresentation of use section such, sending abuse takedown notice to silence the criticism, failing to conduct proper analysis form of subject matter good behave. As discussed, Mr. Poke admits a critique video provided extensive criticism, commentary on the subject matter, and only harm was to Mr. Poke's reputation, not the subject video. Also discussed above is Mr. Poke's desire to punish the silent St. Thomas for his criticism, issuing a DCMA's takedown for the purpose of silencing an admittedly fair use and very definite misrepresentation under Section 17 such. Therefore, St. Thomas respectfully requests that YouTube restore the critique video pursuant to the following thing. Okay. That's going to be YouTube's decision to make on this. And I got a fucking sneaky suspicion YouTube's going to say go to court. Depending on whatever response Poke has. I got a sneaky suspicion that's what's going to end up happening. Because YouTube does not like this shit. YouTube does not like getting in the middle of this kind of shit. It really doesn't. Working before with them as a strategic partner manager, that was like the one fucking rule of thumb. We are not fucking attorneys. We don't make those decisions. All right. Please overlook the following and give me a breakdown on if this will help. I got a couple of questions. I need to ask something. All right, let me do this. Paste. Paste. All right, let's get Grok to read this. Let's get Grok to overlook this. Overlook the following information, the following documents. I mean, Saint has a case. Like I said, it all depends on. You can sue for anything. You really can sue for anything. He does have a case. The question is it transformative enough? Is the question. This appears to stem from an ongoing feud, okay, from public sources. What happens typically? YouTube moves forward the counter notification to the original complaint, which was Mr. Pokey. If no lawsuits filed within the 10 to 14 days, YouTube may restore the video. If sued, the goes to court to decide fair use. Okay, so a lawsuit needs to. The next part is going to be a lawsuit needs to happen. All right. What is Poke's next steps? What is he need? What should he be doing next? All right, we got two decisions here. Either A, if Mr. Pokey does nothing within 10 business days from this, YouTube will reinstate the video and the content will go back up and the matter will unless further action will be taken unless further action is taken later. To prevent the reinstatement or to force the removal, Mr. Pokey must now file a copyright infringement lawsuit against St. Tonis in federal court. He will need to provide YouTube with proof of the filings within 10 days, within the 10-day window. If filed, YouTube will keep the video down pending the case outcome. This is the only way to legally block the restoration. Fair use defense are strong for criticism and commentary videos using limited clips, but the outcome depends on evidence, clip lengths, transformational nature, and market effect. From the above public info, there's no evidence Mr. Pokey has filed a lawsuit yet or announced to intend to. Recent actions against this with allegations. The feud may remain heated with indirect jabs, but no direct mention of court action or YouTube restoration updates. Most common outcome in a creator dispute. Most claimants drop after a strong counter notification, such as this. Mr. Pokey may let the deadline pass without suing, as the filing in the federal court is expensive, time-consuming, and risky. If no lawsuit by deadline, video is restored after. If he sues, the case proceeds, video stays down, and it becomes public fair use battle. As of now, February 15th, the ball is now in Mr. Pokey's court, and he has about 1 or 2 weeks to decide on litigation. No public signs he's pursuing court yet. No reinstatement seems to be probable unless he acts fast. This isn't legal advice. DCMA can largely take. All right, so now this goes into Mr. Pokey's court. He's got 10 days to make it. He's basically got 10 days to make a decision. And Pokey needs to file a lawsuit. Otherwise, the video is going to go back up. Okay. This will be interesting. So now we have to wait to see what Mr. Pokey's answer is. This might be the reason why Mr. Pokey for the last couple of days now has said, you know what, we're just gonna wait. He probably got word of this. This all happened yesterday. He put all this together. Same screenshot said it was still being reviewed. Yeah, it's going to be reviewed. But the thing is that is from an attorney. That's heavily done. And typically, like I stated like this, because when it comes to YouTube in particular, right, over a matter like this, they don't get their hands dirty in this. They're not the definite source of rulings, right? At this point in time, someone needs to file. This needs to go to court. That is what YouTube's basically is probably going to end up saying. Hey, look, we're not the copyright lawyers here. We're not the law. You need to go ahead and decide this. If Pokey decides, yeah, I'm going to go to court on this, and gives them the filing, they'll keep the video down until the response happens. This is what I told y'all back, a couple of days ago, a week ago or so, when all this shit happened, when that copyright strike happened, is that YouTube is going to say, you got to go to court. No ifs, ands, no buts about it. You got to go to court. Otherwise, if that's the only way this proceeds next. And that is the question is Pokey going to bring this to court? Just like this. Like even Grok's going to tell you, this is now out of YouTube's hands. YouTube there's an attorney that's on behalf of St. Tonis that contacted YouTube that presented this. They're going to go talk to Pokey. They're going to present that to Pokey. Pokey probably already has that. Pokey probably already looked at that shit since it was filed yesterday. He probably already knows all about this. Now it's Pokey to make that decision. Does Pokey want to take this to court? Is it stuff like this takes years? Sometimes stuff like this will take a year or two. It depends on the court. It depends on the dockets. It depends on how you go in. It depends on your responses. It depends on all that. Basically, lawsuit gets filed. Typically, what happens when a lawsuit gets filed is let's say Pokey files a federal lawsuit, okay? Let's say Pokey files something. Now, what is the copyright laws in Singapore? That's another fucking question I have, because there is something that is interesting here. What is copyright laws? Because there could be something else that happens here. How do I fucking spell Singapore? There we go. The battlefield is going to have to determine where the battlefield now is going to determine where this all lies. All right, let's do some. What is the terminology that I'm going to be looking for? It's called. There's a terminology for this in law. I think it's changed venue. Yeah. Change venue. That's what it is. Okay. That's what I thought it was. It's change venue. All right. So there's a couple of different things that could happen in here. And it depends on if Mr. Pokey is going to go this route. So, in terms of this, apparently Singapore has a much more broader and more fair dealing when it comes to fair use, which may go against him in this regards, could go against him. But Pokey could actually probably argue change of venue. Because the video that that St. Thomas reacted to was created in Singapore. This is the argument that could be made. It was created in Singapore and it would follow not United States fucking copyright laws. It would follow the copyright laws of Singapore that he uploaded on the YouTube Singapore platform because he would have it in YouTube is not just an American company. It's all over the global nation. So then at this point in time, he could ask for a venue change. And he could process a lawsuit to St. Thomas through Singapore. And then that's going to be a fight on its own that would last for about maybe 8 months of St. Thomas saying, no, I want it in the United States. Fucking Mr. Pokey's attorney saying, I want it here in Singapore. And then that would be a fight and a half right there. That would last about like 8 months to a year to try to determine where the actual source of venue would be at. That is a possibility. That would probably be the first section of this. And either way, one of the two is going to win that one, and one of the two is going to lose that one. If Pokey wins, then basically St. Thomas has to go to Singapore. If St. Thomas wins, Pokey has to go to America for that lawsuit. YouTube, it doesn't matter about YouTube law. Dude, it does not matter if YouTube goes by. You got to remember, you got to fucking throw away everything. YouTube is not involved in this. That YouTube is no longer involved in this. You're going to say, well, YouTube only goes by American law. No, it doesn't. YouTube has to follow the laws of every single country that it is permitted in. It's got to follow United Kingdom laws. It's got to follow American laws. It's got to follow Canada. It's got to follow Canada laws. It's got to follow African laws. It's got to follow Singapore law. It's got to follow everything. It's got to file. It's got to go against. That's why they're not attorneys. That's why they're not law. They don't make these fucking decisions. This is now a situation where YouTube's hands are up and YouTube says, look, you handle this shit. Then come back to us with the results. That's all it is. They're not going to govern. They're not going to be like, oh, no, this is based on the United States law. It's not. It's not based on the United States law. It's not based on Singapore law. This is now between the attorneys to make that decision. Because I remember, like, for example, when I went through my court case, one of them, we had a change of venue. We had jurisdiction changes, okay? And it was a change of venue to change it basically to another courtroom, to another courthouse. And my attorney had to fight on this along with the person that I was with, that we had two attorneys. They were fighting, and they wanted it in a different court setting. They didn't want it in the court setting that we're at. And the argument is that the damages that was done wasn't here in this city. The case was filed here, but the actual damages was done in the previous city. So at that point in time, we want the venue changed to that city. And that is where the fight goes into play. And we won that because the judge agreed that, yeah, the damages was done in this particular city, not done in my city. I don't want to hear the case. Change the venue. Like, when you get into court, this is not like fucking Law and Order, man. This is not going into a courtroom is not like fucking Law and Order, man. This ain't fucking Special Victims Unit. This ain't the fucking shit that you see on fucking TV and such. Fucking going into court is fucking painstakingly painful and fucking absolutely ridiculous. When you go into court, you're not going into court to go fucking win a judgment the same fucking day. You're going into court, and that fucking case battle can last for fucking upwards to years. It depends on where you are placed. And going into federal court, it would be even worse for this. Like, I'm going to be honest, man. It depends on what Mr. Pokey wants to do here. It depends on what St. Tonus wants to do, which we already see what St. Tonus' hand is. What that fucking letter is right now is a scare tactic. That is what that is. This is a scare tactic. This was filed to try and scare Pokey. Because YouTube is going to forward this to Pokey. Pokey's going to have to read this. Pokey's going to have to understand this. Pokey's going to have to maybe go talk to a fucking attorney about this. After which that this is completely fucking done and this is submitted, Pokey's got two choices. Does he want to go this route, knowing that there is a certain person that's probably backing him? And then it's going to be up to Pokey's legal team. Okay, if Pokey has a legal team, it's going to be up to Pokey's legal team to counteract this shit. But what this originally is right here, this is a scare tactic. This is to say, I got a fucking attorney, and you better fucking remove that copyright. That's what this is. This is what this entire fucking shit is. This don't mean jack shit. Okay? All this means to YouTube, and you got to think of it from YouTube's perspective, all this letter states to YouTube is they're going to go to Mr. Pokey. Are you going to file a lawsuit on this? Are you going to proceed with this? Are you going to hold down that copyright strike? Are you going to keep it? And if Mr. Pokey's got a legal team that is involved in this, then Mr. Pokey's legal team is going to be the one that's going to counter response to this. And it's going to be whatever that kind of response is that's going to make the determination to YouTube whether we release the video, we keep it down. But either way, this is when they're going to give basically Mr. Pokey's legal team St. Tonus's information. His real name, his address, his phone number, everything. This is when St. Tonus is going to have Mr. Pokey's real name, address, and everything. And then YouTube is going to say, now, it is between the two of y'all. Whatever decision is made, if St. Tonus, you win, please present the documentation that you won your court case. Mr. Pokey, if you win the court case and we don't hear nothing back from St. Tonus, the video stays down. And it's permanent. And this is where all of St. Tonus's information will now become public record. This is where all Mr. Pokey's information now becomes public record. Now, this is where, like I said, if it would be me, to be fair and to be honest, you already won public opinion. This is what I've already told Mr. Pokey a couple of days back. Okay? I try to plead with Mr. Pokey a little bit. Okay? And I'm going to read exactly what I stated. I get that you want to. I get that you have to become the monster to fight the monster. I get that you have to fight fire with fire. But I have to be honest here, sir. I kind of don't agree with the strike. Because honestly, I'm worried about you. I don't want to see another good content creator get dragged down by this. If I could plead to Mr. Pokey, just retract the copyright strike. Let's say Tones keep the video. You won public opinion. You don't have to go anything. Now, the problem here is that St. Tonas, if he retracts it, right? If he retracts the copyright strike, St. Tonas is going to use it as I won. Okay? But there's a difference between winning the battle and winning the war. And right now, you got enough content creators in particular that's into space that already knows what St. Tonas is. They already know everything about him. You basically won the war. Public perception for St. Tonas is highly hostile. It's very toxic. No, I completely know this. Before all this drama with nuclear, I know about, like, dude, you think I don't follow this shit? I knew about him taking shots at CCs because they played infield. I know what Skull CJ did. I know what the situation is. And that's why, like I said, with Mr. Pokey and Sting, the entire situation evolved with Mr. Pokey coming in and saying that I want to be Gojo against Sukuna here. Right? He wanted to go into a 1v1. He threw out all of the other content creators. This is why, like, my idea, and if y'all remember when I was on the stream and someone clipped it and gave it to him, but my idea straight to him was, at this point in time, you should just be inviting, like, Captain Cabinets. You should be inviting Skull CJ. You should be inviting different content creators to come to your platform for 30 minutes at minimum and do an interview. Talk to them. Become the gotcha space leader, if you would. Before the copyright strike and shit, all that fucking shit happened, when this all got started, like, the entire thing that I was trying to get to Mr. Pokey was show the difference of you as a person versus, say, Tonas in that regards. Help the community, you know, which don't get me wrong, I think he helps the community, but I'm just saying, like, really stick it to St. Tonas. Offer a helping hand to all the small creators out there and give them, you know, 30 minutes of their own spotlight. And then at that point in time, you're just going to infuriate him because he's going to realize that how many people are going to take his side, take Mr. Pokey's side versus, say, Tonas' side, just because Mr. Pokey is offering the olive branch to anyone and everyone. But the thing is that, like, at this point in time, what is Mr. Pokey going to do? Like, I don't know what Mr. Pokey's finances look like. I don't know what his situation looks like. I don't know if he's got an actual legal team. I don't know if he's got an attorney. I don't know what the fuck he's got. But the next 24 hours is going to be very interesting. Like, I stated this before to all the fucking St. Tonas hate watchers who come at me and shit and be like, you know, oh, you're just hate watching St. Tonas and stuff. Let me explain something to you. Right now, I'm just a media coverage. I'm like Fox News right now. I'm like MSNBC. This battle has gone to the fucking point to where I'm on the sidelines. I'm just covering what the hell I'm seeing. Fox Soul News, fuck off. No, legitimately, that is what this is now. This is now no longer about fucking just like straight up attacking like say toast. I attacked Simon yesterday. Don't get me wrong. I attacked Simon yesterday because I got challenged to that one. But when it comes down to St. Tonas and all this shit, it's just like, yo, this right here. This right here is a simple situation right now to where we have to wait. People forget that Mr. Pokey's Oilers are literally Oilers. Well, we'll see. I mean, at this point in time, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Pokey fucking copyright strikes like 2 more videos, get rid of his channel, and say, okay, let's go to court. If that's the case. I wouldn't be surprised on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if straight up Mr. Pokey goes find 2 other videos that has his face in it, that has him speaking, that are clips that are longer than 10 seconds or so, that whether they're transformative or not, just strike them. Just strike them. I mean, let's be fair here. Let's be completely fair. You're fucking basically giving me a copyright notice, right? Say remove the copyright strike or there will be problems. At this point in time, it's depending on what Mr. Pokey's advice is, it's going to end up going to court. This is going to end up going to court no matter what. Strike the channel. Hit it 2 more times. Strike it. Nail the channel. Go to court. Because the channel cannot be reestablished. St. Tonas cannot create a new channel on YouTube until after this is all cleared. Because then that would be ban invasion if he tried to do that. At that point in time, if the court case takes 6 months, the court case takes a year, the court takes 6 years. However long, St. Tonas' channel wouldn't be restored until that court case is determined. So, yeah. If I was in the situation of Mr. Pokey, and I knew that this was the situation and what I'm getting involved in, fuck it. Strike it all. Strike the channel down. Simple as that. Court might consider it, what I'm doing here. The court may consider it to, oh, that's not, that you're abusing fair use, stuff like this. Okay. But St. Tonas is going to have to be the one that's got to prove it. St. Tonas would be the one that's on prosecution. He's going to have to prove it at that point. Low key though, copyright strike it is a dog though. Yeah, no, it's what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, at that fucking point in time, if it'd be me, just let the fucking court handle it. Fuck it. Let the court handle it at that point. Well. Let's see. Who is likely to win this case if went to court? I'm just going to ask. AI is not going to give me a definite answer. It shouldn't. All right, so right here, St. Tonas does have a stronger position, according to AI. We have now gone into the section where St. Tonas has a stronger position. The counter notification presents textbook fair use defense, criticism, commentary video, which courts routinely uphold when done properly. Breaking down the 4 stationary factors: the purpose of the character being used, the nature of the copyright, the account in substance, and the effective potential market. This right here all gives basically with the judicial Ninth Circuit covering California YouTube is created, and also depending on the jurisdiction. This is why I say a jurisdiction of change of venue may be something that Mr. Pokey might want to try to attempt. It's because the jurisdiction in the Ninth Circuit, which covers California and YouTube, is a creator-friendly for fair use in online commentary. So it's heavily favoring creators. That is another thing. My Mr. Poke's position is weaker. Claiming full video reacts or excessive use might hold if St. Tonis copy verbatim a large, unsubstantial parts without meaningful additions, but the counter notification argues the opposite. Short clips plus heavy commentary. Boy, I wish we would have that fucking video right now to watch, because if we had that video to watch right now, we could see how much of the video was used, because that's going to be the next argument. I asked him not to react isn't a legal defense. Copyright does not grant veto powers over criticism. If Mr. Poke pushes to trial, he needs strong evidence of market harm or non-transformative, which seems thin based on the described content. Well, when you're going to showcase that for over a year, you have not done a single video on St. Tonis for over a year, and there's 25 videos of you, all of which is trying to hurt you as a person and hurt yourself, that right there is going to be something that would actually, I think, help Pokey's position. Many similar YouTube disputes of commentary channels versus game dev and creators end with fair use prevailing or cases dropping due to cost/risk. If Mr. Poke has evidence of St. Tonis use near identical long excerpts without transformation, mostly unedited reacts with minimal yapping, it could flip, but nothing in the doc suggests that. Litigation is expensive and rare in these small creator disputes. Most settle within the claimant backs off after a solid collar notification. No public updates on the lawsuit. So, without actually knowing how St. Tonis really reacted to Gacha War, that is where I would hope that Mr. Poke downloaded that. I would hope that Mr. Poke downloaded the video he striked before striking it. And I would hope that he could take long segments out of it. He's Singapore, isn't he? Yes, he's Singapore. Question, like I said, is where is he going to file it at? Because now, because let me put it like this: the letter, this letter is basically stating, right? Legal statement: consent to jurisdiction. St. Tony consents to the jurisdiction of federal court for the district that he's located in, which is San Francisco, which is also the district in which YouTube is located in his firm. That don't mean shit. This first part don't mean shit. That's not the determination on this. Because in this case scenario, right, and the reason why that right there is just legal fucking bullshit, because you got to remember, fucking attorneys, they like to fucking go ahead and, how many times have you, I'm not sure if anyone here has ever fucking worked with an attorney or been to court or whatever, but attorneys are fucking assholes, and their job is to fucking make their client win no matter what. The consent to jurisdiction, you can't make that. You can't make that, right? YouTube is not the court. If St. Tonis would be filing a lawsuit, hear me out. If this is not because this is not a lawsuit, this is just a letter to YouTube to say give us back the video. If St. Tonis was absolutely going to sue Mr. Pokey, there needs to be a confirmation that right here that we affirm that Mr. St. Tonis is filing a lawsuit against this case and is going to be in federal district court located here in San Francisco. This right here, he consents to jurisdiction in federal court means absolutely fucking nothing. Oh, wow. You say, oh, we're in the consent of this jurisdiction. Mr. Pokey is in Singapore. No fucking battlefield has been, the court battlefield has not been determined. Because now, since there is no anywhere in here, it has nothing in here about a fucking, we're suing Mr. Pokey. There's nothing in here that says I'm suing him. This is not a I'm suing Pokey. This is, hey, YouTube, we think that Mr. Pokey fucked up and we want the fucking video back. This is a plea to YouTube by showing them evidence of copyright of different cases and everything else of why they believe that the video should be reinstated. Nothing in here is saying I'm suing Mr. Pokey. So jurisdiction of this right here, this is point blank fucking useless. This legal statement right here, completely point blank fucking useless. The statement by the claimant right here at the bottom, all this right here. So at the same fucking point in time, again, someone like St. Tonis, if Mr. Pokey files a copyright notification in Singapore and says, hey, look, okay, fine, we're going to court over this. He can push it. And then that is when Ram Bar Nisam over here, St. Tonis' attorneys, is going to have to fight that, hey, look, this is not in Singapore. We want this fight in California. We want it right now in the Northern District Federal Court. So this isn't I'm suing Mr. Pokey. You got a fucking attorney, and all the attorney did for you was write to you, on your behalf, a letter to YouTube explaining why this video needs to be reinstated. And now it's just going to be forwarded over to Mr. Pokey, and Mr. Pokey needs to make the determination what he's going to fucking do. Yeah, it's not a nothing doc. It's not really a nothing doc. This is just a scare tactic. Fucking St. Tonis could have done this without a fucking attorney. St. Tonis could have fucking filed a copyright notification without a fucking attorney. You don't need a fucking attorney for this. What you need an attorney for is the next part that happens after. Because if the counterclaim is upheld, then you have the right to sue them. Now you got the right to go into the lawsuit phase. This is the first part. This is trying to appeal to YouTube to bring back the video. This is not suing. It's posturing. Yes. 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 Exactly. This is exactly what I talked about. Before all this shit happen is the first thing that happens is the attorney is going to file basically a counterclaim to this. It is straight up. This is the settlement. This is the first settlement deal. Okay. Basically. Okay. The job of an attorney. Okay. The job of an attorney. Dude, this is what happens when you got a family fucking attorneys and shit. The job of an attorney is not to go to court. You do not want to go to court. If you find a fucking attorney that says, yeah, let's go to fucking court, you don't want to hire that fucking attorney. The attorney's entire job is to prevent you from going to court and is to get you your settlement out of court. Because going ahead and before you go to court, you have a higher chance of settling, clearing things up, getting things taken care of that favors your client on both ends. Going to court is a 50-50 decision. No fucking attorney wants to go to court because what happens if your attorney, the judge doesn't like your attorney? What happens if you go in front of a jury and the jury is met with old people that don't know jack shit about fucking YouTube? What happens here? What happens there? There's different circumstances that could happen in a courtroom that could fuck you over. It's like fucking what happened with Tectone with his court thing. Tectone talked too much, right? His attorney never objected to the fucking medical fucking questions. It fucked fucking Tectone over. Otherwise, if Tectone never opened his mouth and only did yes and no and only gave small answers and didn't treat the courtroom like a fucking chat room, his attorney would have did his fucking job. There's a high fucking chance that fucking Tectone would not have had a protective order. There's actually a high fucking chance that he would have never gotten into the position he's in right now. That he would have actually basically won. Because Pikachu's testimony sucked. This is the reason why fucking attorneys do not want to go to court. Right here, I guarantee you, Ron Bar-Neeson is probably going to go ahead and do this after, and if they win the case, like they win the settlement, Mr. Poke says, okay, I retract the statement, I retract everything, the video's back up. They're probably going to end up telling St. Thomas, all right, if you want to take this further, we can, but I would highly recommend you don't. You won this, let it be, because now the cost of everything else is going to be way too high. Because now we got to have to go ahead and fight overseas. We got to have to go ahead and go into someone against Singapore. We might have to extradite them to come to the United States. We have to do all this other shit. It's going to become very costly. And when you're going to, this is not like someone you're fighting in the United States of fucking America. This is not like St. Thomas is fighting someone in fucking Texas, where that's actually easier and it's going to cost you a hell of a lot less. You're talking about fighting someone that's across the overseas over there. And it all depends on the different rules, the different segments, different situations, and everything else. This is the first basic rule of pattern. Here's your cease and desist. Please fucking retract your fucking copyright. Mr. Pokey doesn't retract it. YouTube does indeed agree with this. In 10 days, that video comes back up. But if Mr. Pokey right now submits another notification to this counter notification saying, hell no, we are not removing this, and these are the reasons why, now it's got to go into court. But it doesn't mean it's got to go to court. It means it's got to go into attorney on top of talking to attorney. And you're going to be running a fucking bill up because St. Thomas' attorney's got to talk to Mr. Pokey's attorney. Mr. Pokey's attorney's got to talk to St. Thomas' attorney. And that's going to be a cost that's going to go to half. Then you're going to have your initial fucking hearings. Then your initial hearings is going to confirm your court dates. And then by that time, these attorneys are going to be working with each other to try to, guess what? Settle their clients to make it to where, hey, look, here's a favorable. It would be like this. It would be like Ron Bar-Neeson goes to Mr. Pokey 6 months after the fact right here and goes to him and say, okay, look, I talked to my client. He will remove all 25 videos of Mr. Pokey. He will not talk about Mr. Pokey again. But your client needs to pay him for damages of what he's done with doing this copyright of up to like $20,000. So if Mr. Pokey pays $20,000, my client will give Mr. Pokey what he wants. And then it's up to that attorney to talk to his client, which is Pokey, to see if that would be a deal that Pokey would take, and then come back with maybe a counter argument. Say, well, look, we like this deal, but we're not paying $20,000 because we don't feel like we did anything wrong. At that point in time, we will pay you, though, $5,000 just to shut him up and get him the fuck out the way. It's going to be the battle of the attorneys if this continues on. And again, when it comes down to it, who wins in this? Who actually fucking wins in this? Chat. You are the jury. Who wins in this? Who will win in this entire battle? Because it ain't going to be St. Tonis, and it ain't going to be Mr. Pokey. It's going to be the fucking attorneys that win. If this continues on, it's going to be the attorneys that's going to win because, boy, that bill's going to rack up. Because attorneys charge by the fucking hour. Saint wins because he says so. The lawyers are what's going to win. The thing here is that Mr. Pokey is probably getting finance in the background for this. St. Tonis is getting finance in the background to this. Whatever happens, happens. But right now, the jurisdiction is not. This is not part of the jurisdiction. The damages that was done has to be determined. Was it in the United States law the damages was committed? Or was the damages committed in Singapore? That's going to be the first fucking thing that these attorneys are going to have to fight. And if they go to court, that is how it's going to have, the court's going to have to make that decision. And then that's going to be that's going to be a different fucking courtroom. That's not going to be the federal court district of California. That's not going to be a Singapore fucking court. That's going to be a different type of court setting that is going to make the determination where the venue needs to be at, where the jurisdiction needs to be at. And then that is where Mr. Polkey's legal team has to prove that the damages are done in Singapore. That's where St. Tonis' attorney's got to have to prove that it's done in the United States of America. And then at that point in time, whoever wins that, that's where the court case is going to be found at. Now, there's other possibilities. There's a possibility that St. Tonis sues fucking Pokey. Even after all this. I wouldn't recommend it, but there's a good possibility that happens. St. Tonis sues Mr. Pokey after getting his video back up, okay? It's a possibility that can happen. What he'll sue, therefore, is lost damages to his revenue. Right? That he abstained a large amount of revenue loss because of this. They go to court over this. You know what ends up happening there? It's going to be kind of funny. You know what happens there? Now St. Tonis is going to have to face Mr. Pokey, sue Mr. Pokey for revenue, and Mr. Pokey will do a counter fucking suit probably about fucking harassment, and then he can bring up every single fucking clear indication of basically proving that St. Tonis has been doing this to multiple content creators for since 2024, since the beginning, that he could put all this information into a fucking thing, and then they will showcase it in court to a fucking judge of every single action St. Tonis has committed. Every single clip, every single tape, every single message will be shown. And there's a good chance that fucking both St. Tonis' and Mr. Pokey's fucking discourse will be subpoenaed for records. How did that feel? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. The way this should have been handled by St. Tonis is to go fucking directly talk to fucking Mr. Pokey. So this could become a short game. Here's your options. Option number one, Mr. Pokey retracts the copyright strike. St. Tonis gets the video back, and St. Tonis says he wins, and then we move on. The drama's over. Drama's done. Done deal. Mr. Pokey stays hard-headed, goes ahead and showcases he's not going to back down, and files a lawsuit. And then we are in it for the long haul. We have the other option to where St. Tonis will sue fucking Mr. Pokey for lost revenue and stuff like this, which also is going to bring up a whole nother fucking court case and a half. To where people like Genazod, probably Captain Cabinets, whoever, can be subpoenaed to go to court. So at this point in time, like I said, the most favorable situation that could have came out from this is all St. Tonis had to do was address Mr. Pokey and just get into a call. Just DM him one time. Remove 25 fucking videos that's not making no more money. Because let's be fucking honest, Saint. Those old fucking videos of Mr. Pokey, anything you have back since 2024 was it making a penny? Maybe $1? Your new videos are going to make money. Your old videos ain't going to make money. Everybody knows this about YouTube. Old videos do not make fucking money. Once you fucking post it, you got 3 days of basically making money on that video, and that's it. It's over. It's done with. That video doesn't make no more money. It may still make a fucking penny after 6 months. No one's going to care. You remove 25 fucking videos, man. You remove 25 videos. You do, and he even offered it to you originally, which was a public apology. He changed it, if you remember, to a private apology where you could have privately apologized to him. Say, I'm sorry, Pokey. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You could have lied your ass off. Remove 25 videos, lied your ass off, do all that, and you know what? None of this would have happened. The copyright strike would have been retracted, everything gone. You want to go this route. I hope for your sake, I'll hope for the sake of St. Tonis, you want to go this route? You better be prepared. Just having H3H3's fucking attorney ain't going to mean shit. Because you're going to have to tell your fucking attorney every fucking thing you've done. And your attorney is going to have to find a way of taking every public fucking opinion about you that is out on the fucking internet and is going to have to fucking straight up try to figure out a defense for you. Because that will be brought up. That's why I would say right now, your best option is to contact Mr. Pokey. Just talk to him. One DM. Get into a call. Handle it like grown-ass fucking men in a fucking call, in private, behind the doors, deal with the situation, get it over, get it done with, and move the fuck on. Yes, Poke did say the DMs are open. You've not been banned. No, say it's not going to DM. We're going to cover it. If this goes to court, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover every single thing. I will actually pay the fucking money to get the court records and everything. We will cover every single fucking thing. Dude, I've been going full drama tube for the fucking long goddamn time. We're just going to cover it. And whatever the court decides, the court decides. Oh. Oh. Hold on here for a minute. All right, guys, prepare for the next 48 hours. Yes, these documents are real. Prepare for the next 48 hours. Prepare for it. Yeah, I just want a Coke. That's fine. Prepare for the next 48 hours, guys. I can't tell you what's going on. I can't tell you what's going on. It was told to me this is for my eyes only. I just got a message for my eyes only. But I am going to basically straight up just tell you, just wait for the next 48 hours. Wait for the next 24 to 48 hours. Something's going to happen. Oh, something's going to happen. Oh, something's going to happen. This entire situation is going to be lasting for quite some fucking time. Okay. Let me just put it like this. I've already talked about all of the different options that Pokey and St. Tonas has, right? I've already talked about all of the different options that both of them have, right? Let me just tell you, one of those options are going to happen. And it's one of them options is going to be going through. Is it good or bad? It depends. It depends on the situation. I'm really not going to go any further than that. I'm sorry. You guys will find out. You guys will find out within the next 24 to 48 hours. I am pretty fucking sure. What if States gets more claims? Well, he gets more claims. He gets more claims. Like I made the statement. No CC. Saint does not realize he's not protected. There's a difference. Let me put it like this. Okay? And y'all can go talk to an attorney. Typically, attorneys are free to talk to, right? Typically, you can go talk to a fucking attorney and it's 100% free. Typically, you get the first consultation and it's typically free. And I would suggest anyone who wants to learn about law and learn about different things, go talk to an attorney. Go to the attorney's office if you got time. Go sit down with an attorney. Say, hey, look, I want a lesson in attorney. I want a lesson in law, and present them some different options, right? And let them explain it to you. Typically, like I said, first consultation is always free. What St. Tonas doesn't realize, okay? And another reason why the fair use is going to be something in particular that is going to straight up be a caveat that he might not be able to fall back on with fair use. There is a difference between fair use and defamation. There is going to be a situation where some videos in particular that St. Tonas has is pure defamation. We've even seen Hoyleverse start going after people in Bilibili in China for defamation. I'm not saying it's a defamation lawsuit. I did not say that. What I am saying is I'm giving a class right now on this. You can't go ahead and just defame someone and claim it's fair use. There has been multiple cases where that people have tried to pull that shit off and it don't work. you have to fucking prove not only that the content you're doing is fair use, you also have to prove that the information that you are discussing is factual. Or you have to have some kind of a disclaimer that, hey, this is a comedy channel, this is a parody channel, and we do this shit for the laughs, for the giggles and everything, and everybody knows everything I talk about is fake kind of deal. There is going to be where fair use and defamation don't go hand in hand. Because you can strike a channel for copyright and not for the fact that they just use my content. You can strike a channel for straight up defamation. That's why, like I said, that's why I said, it's not just Mr. Pokey that St. Tonis has to worry about in the future. It's anyone and everyone that feels blatantly fucked, like by St. Tonis's commentary, that if they can prove it's defamation, St. Tonis has to prove it's not. You could take, for example, someone being called a PDF because they got a particular character in a video game, because they play a particular character in a video game, and say that this person's a PDF. You could do all the implying you want. You have to prove in the court of law that what you stated is factual. You have to prove in the court of law that other people have these similar opinions, not just me. You have to prove at that point in time. Because, hey, like I said, this can go bad. At every point in the road, you had the option to take the better path for yourself and everyone else around you. Now, you believe hiring a lawyer to drive a counter notification, not a lawsuit, will give you legal grounds to steal my content. All right, I'm prepared to give you an actual lawsuit. Sleep well. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, right? Right, Omega? I guess the cat is out the bag. Dude, I was expecting this in fucking goddamn fucking like an hour, in 15 minutes. But Mr. Pokey is going to sue the fuck out of fucking St. Tonis. What the grounds are going to be? No idea. All righty. Well, boys and girls, we're there. The nuclear bomb has now been reactivated, and it's been shot again. You know what? I think this deserves something special. I'm gonna ask Grok. We'll be like, Mr. Pokey, tweet it. And it looks like Mr. Pokey might actually go to home ground too. It looks like. We're gonna see. We are gonna see. Oh boy, lawsuits happen. The gotcha space has now gone into fucking sue happy shit. All right, we need to do something. We need to do something. God, you know how many people might get subpoenaed to actually fucking have to go testify in this? That would suck. That would absolutely fucking suck. Give me a second here.
Order in the court, sing court on the stand, poke steps in the ring. Time to catch.
Okay, that's gonna fuck up everything here. Like I said, I turn everything into a fucking joke, man, and I just fucking love doing that. Nah, it's gonna be this. It's gotta be this one. Let's hope it comes out good.
Order in the court, say court on the stand, pokey steps in the ring. Time to catch these hands. Mic drop, battle start, let's go. Yo, I'm Saint Court, judge, jury, executioner flow. Crown on my head, I've been running to show you a side character. Pokey glitch in my system, I sentence you quit your career. Life in prison, I got subs on lock. Views hitting the ceiling while you out here begging for scraps. Barely breathing holy decrees, I'm the saint of the screen. You just a meme that got lucky, know what I mean? Pokey verse Saint Court. The battlefield's lit, bars flying heavy, no mercy, no quit. One king go round. Singing gon' fall when the smoke clears, Pokey taking it all. Saint Court, more like Saint Short. How did you reign? 2 months of clout, now we're circling the drain. You put the cap, built the facts in the ground. When you preaching from pews, I'm ahead of my time. Call me the heretic, burn me a steak, but I rise from the ashes with fire in my veins. Your halo's fake gold, mine's forging the pain. Every dish you threw, just fuel for my flame. Pokey, pokey, pokey. Saint Court sweating now, halo starting to slip. Courts adjourned, your worship just flipped. Gable in my grip, I swing for the win. Sentence eternal, L, let the legend begin. Look at you now, Saint throne room in ruin. Some count crashing, chat spamming, you losing. I didn't need robes, didn't need a decree. Just raw energy, turn your whole court against me. You talk that holy talk, but walk that weak walk. I'm the real myth, the one you can't out-talk. Cross on my dome, your title's revoked. Pokey reigns supreme, your era's a joke. Pokey verse Saint Court. I buried this lit, I buried the saint, now the king's in the pit. One king go round. Undivided, Pokey on the throne, echo through the hall. Pokey, pokey, pokey. Crown secured, court dismissed. Game over, Saint. Catch this eclipse. Pokey out. Pokey out. Pokey out. Saint Court, better luck next life.
Not bad, but could be better. All right, let's try something different.
Order in the court. We go Pokey versus St. Tantas. 6 months of smoke, now it's face to face. Missing 4 family shots, added to beef bands. Who's the real victim? Let the bars land. Yo, Your Honor, look at Exhibit A. This dude's career tanked, a tragic downfall today. I dropped the file, St. Tantas Gobble 1 to 25. You stalk my every move like it's 24/7 live. Your body shame creators harass the whole scene. Then cry when I clap back. Where's the self-esteem? Twitch banned you. Not my fault, read the patch notes. You went after my mom. That's a low blow, you ghost. I'm the professor teaching how to play you like a kid. You're the NPC crashing out every single vid. Apology, nah, I stand on business, no cap. You're the hoss in the gotcha. All drama, no map. Objection. This fool's a walking disaster. Poker crashed out again, Your Honor, he's the master. 6 months, he's been riding my wave for clout. Lying on tech tone, genocide, pull out. Editor abuse, you underpay and scream and play victim when receipts hit the stream. I got trauma with you, straight up harassment king. You delete vids, misinformation, bling. You ruin tech tone, now you coming for me. Family shots, nah, you started with my piece. I'm the truth teller, you're the hit piece machine. Goodbye, poke, you're done, case closed. Scene. Hold up, you threaten lawsuits on thumbnails, soft as butter. So CJ called you out, you folded like no other. You glazed, WUWA so hard, KFC ruined the game. But when seeing compensation hit, you shifted the blame. I addressed the allegations, editors got paid. You just rage farm views, careers decayed. You're obsessed, admit it, and vibe strong. Stalking my streams, writing 25 diss songs. Your band wasn't me, but the chat knows the deal. You harass everyone, now how's that feel? You call me obsessed? Look who's dropping files daily. The Poker files, St. Thomas God. Man, you're crazy, you bring my name up, even when I'm gone. Then play innocent like your hands ain't wrong. Apology disaster, fake tears on cam. Bring genocide and just to fuel the scam. You're the real outcast, speed running downfall. I'm just responding while you take the fall. Your community beef's mine. It's a circus show, but when the gavel drops, everybody know I'm the one standing. You're the one exposed, Pokey versus Saint, and the king stays chose. Courts adjourned, no winner declared. Y'all just keep dropping vids, drama impaired. Got your community stay eating. Pokey versus St. Thomas forever repeating. Who you got winning the case? Yeah. Who you got winning the case? Yeah. Who you got winning the case? Yeah. Who you got winning the case? Who you got winning the case? Who you got winning the case, Chad? Order
We forgot having Bucko in here. Needs to have Poke say Bucko and add more drama flair to the song. I mean, at this time, at this conjunction, I can't fucking make like St. Tonus the loser. I can't make fucking Pokey the fucking winner. I can't do none of that shit because at this fucking point in time, neither one has won and neither one has lost. I think that is fair. All right, let's see what this one does. Oh god, this one actually fucking made it longer. What the fuck? This one made it longer. What the fuck? I didn't want it longer. I wanted a short song. I didn't want a fucking long song. I mean, we're doing basically a rap battle. I just... Well, Pokey's going at it.
Order. This court's on fire, bailiff, lock the doors. Pokey versus St. Tontus, round infinity, no remorse. Misinfo missiles, family hits, rape thumbnails on blast. Lawyer hired bands drop, drama from the past. Twitch chat, jury, drop your verdicts in the live. Who survives this crash out? Let the boss arrive. Yo, judge exhibit, AAA, this bucko's career in flames. St. Tonus, you stalking shadow, playing victim games. I drop the St. Tonus guide, vol 1 through 25, bucko. You rage watch every stream, tuned to revive, psycho. You body shame, harass, threaten lawsuits on my thumbs, then cry when I clap back, bucko. Where's the funds? Twitch banned your ass, not my fault. Read the logs, you went after my mom, that's the line you cross. Dog editor abuse lies, they got paid receipts sealed. You weaponize my kindness, bucko, now you feel I'm the prof teaching how to get bodied in 4K. Yo, the house in the gotcha, all talk, zero pay. Objection overruled, this clown's a walking L. Pokey crashed out again, your honor, smell the fail. 6 months riding my name for views, desperate clout chase. Lying on text on genocide, now my face in your thumbnails, disgrace. Accusations, fake tears, out of context clips. You ruin life for content and play innocent sick. Editor slaves underpaid, screaming in DMs. You delete vids when exposed, misinformation gems. You ruined tech tone twice, now coming for my piece. Family shot started with you, bucko, release the receipts. I'm the truth serum, you're the hit piece factory. Goodbye, Pokey, your subs tanking into your tragedy. Bucko, address me, address me. You hired H3's lawyer now, threats on stream, but your views ghost. How? You glaze forward till it flops, blame C and confident hate. Then stalk my every game, switch bucko, seal your fate. I address the lies, paid editor, show the proof. You rage farm, drama, career decay and truth. Obsessed, you wrote 25 disses, tuned to a king confirmed. Harassing every CC, now your band got earned. You involve my mother, desperation mode unlocked. Professional victim card max, your channel shock. Bucko, you folded the skull, CJ, soft as expired ramen. I'm standing tall, you're the log tower, amen. You scream bucko like it hurts, cute but nah. Poker files daily, you're the stalker pop. Thumbnails with my face next to Rick, claims life ruining. The demand proof why your community's dogs and whining. Apology, disaster, fake tears, genocide bait. Bring allies to fuel hate, your content straight hate. You blackmail submission files, everyday threat. But your apology crashed harder than your WUWA vid regret. I'm the one exposing, you're the one exposed raw. Subs meaningless when your soul's on the floor. Family, you started it, now the jury sees clear. St. Tonus forever, Poker disappeared. Caught in jail, no verdict, no peace. This beef eternal, gotcha, God's release. Lawyer circling, bands dropping, mothers dragged in the fray. Pokey verse, St. Tonus, the never-ending play. Caught in jail, no verdict, no peace. This beef eternal, gotcha, God's release. Lawyer circling, bands dropping, mothers dragged in the fray. Pokey verse, St. Tonus, the never-ending play. Chat, drop your side, team bucko, a team victim. Round 3 loading, drama ain't finished.
I love how the fucking AI has to line to give Tontus bars. Fucking and I had to lie on behalf of St. Tonis. Oh my god, this is. And seeing Pokey try to gaslit Tech with his dog shit video was enough to make me not care about any dumbass agreement. Fair enough. It was a weird video. Pokey doesn't know what fair use is. What the fuck is he referring to? What the fuck is he referring to? Dude can't even speak properly. BRB gonna techie Bing. Not even public content is public content. They have no right to dictate whether you react or not. Unfortunately, a DM saying you won't react to someone is not legally binding because I just changed my mind. We don't talk about that. Pokey should have left you alone. He brought it on to himself. You do realize, like, I'm hoping that for someone like St. Tonis, you do fucking realize something, right? That every fucking content creator pretty much that does not like you, and some of them who is actually pretending to like you right now, who's pretending to be quote unquote your friend right now, you do realize that each of these content creators is providing Poke with ammunition. I think that this case is going to go both into the fair use and defamation. Like, I'm not going to lie here. Like, straight up. This entire situation right here. Like, what St. Tonis doesn't realize, and there is a couple of CCs that he is talking to, that is also providing quote unquote into the Saint files. Like, Pokey didn't even reach out to them. They just went to Pokey. And they're just handing everything over. Like, I don't understand if St. Tonis does not realize that. That St. Tonis is becoming this person where everyone and their brother, everyone and their sister is practically, if they got information on St. Tonis, that's why you got fucking people living in your walls right now, Saint, on your Discord server. They are screen capturing everything. They are going into your streams, clipping everything. They are pulling information. There is people who's been holding on to information since fucking 2024. There is people that apparently knows your channel before St. Tonus even existed, when you were doing fucking Genshin and apparently Honkai Star Rail content. That is providing this information. Yeah. What? Give me a second. Wife came in. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Wife wanted to talk to me about something. Bulky should get Sayu on the case. Hey, who says he hasn't? Who says he has not? Like, there is this is going to go to a fucking another fucking ring. Ah, man. Look, I hope that this, you know what? I hope that St. Tonus gets everything he deserves, man. Everything that he deserves. I hope that everything works out for him in his favor and that he does good. Because in this fucking battle, to be completely fucking honest, and from the little bit of knowledge that I got of what I've seen, Saint's going to need it. Saint legitimately is going to need it. What about the second chances? Brother had second, third, fourth, fifth, 100 chances, and he still fucking squandered every single one of them away. And that's the fucking truth. I feel like Saint's going to try to transition to mainstream drama like Techie, so burning bridges with gotcha CCs won't matter. Nah, maybe. But at the same point in time, I would not recommend that for him. I would not recommend it. Because if he tries to go into mainstream drama like Tectone, I'm sorry. He's not Tectone. Pixel made a video. Let's go see what Pixel's got. He's not Tectone. He's going to get eaten up alive. He tries to do fucking mainstream fucking media. You know, he tries to go after like the Hazans and shit. Oh my God. Wait, was that it?
What the hell was that?
Peter, my God, you look terrible. What happened?
I was raped.
What?
I can't care about the fact that his mother will not have a place to live. It's really unfortunate. I wish I didn't have to, but he should have thought about this before doing the things he said. What a bitch! What a nasty, vile fucking cunt! What?
Colonel, we have spotted the target.
Are you sure it's him?
Yes, sir. It's definitely him. Small in stature, toxic, and very self-assured.
Has he figured out he is the problem yet?
No, sir. No signs of self-awareness.
Okay, you know what to do.
And today we gotta talk about everybody's favorite hobgoblin, everybody's favorite little hamster, Saint Tonus.
The metrics, and John Seaman in your name. But other than that, you know.
Winter isn't here. Who the hell do you think you are? You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you? Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people, or what it is to express yourself. You suck. You're a no talent. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had 200,000 people with Bill Graham.
This is a fight of good versus evil. The line has been drawn on the sand. I'm on the good side. I am now on the good side. Because the evil side is using things like Ghislaine Maxwell, copyright strikes, rape thumbnails, rape accusations, all of that.
Wait a minute.
And you want to know what the best thing is? This isn't even the full list. There's still more people. Do you guys remember this dude? Oh, hey, Jenna, if you're going to publicly comment on the issue, can you make sure to show your DMs with Lakari first? I said I was going to save that one. I said I was saving that one. I heard y'all were best friends. That's going in the video, by the way, so don't worry about that one. That one's going in the video. He thought he could take a shot. What a little pussy. Ooh. Now I know. Now I definitely know why he S6 that Rosia. Now I definitely know why he did it. Bitch. Hey, after I found out about Lakari, confirmed. Let's report the channel as well. I realized that. Yeah, you could just maybe you could just report the channel as well. Let's just, yeah, how about this? It'll be easier. It'll actually be easier to report the channel. And the reason for that is simple, right? It's easier to report the channel. And the reason for that is simple, right? It'll actually be easier to report the channel. And the reason for that is simple, right? It's easier to report the channel, right? Because if he deletes the videos, then YouTube will know that it's for the channel and not him. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's report the whole channel and reference these videos when we can. Yeah, I might just do that. Today's channel, it's gonna get Thanos snapped. So I actually looked a couple of things up.
Can you delete a response of someone on Twitter? Pokey deleted my response to his tweet. You can do that? Like, I can come here and I can delete. I see a block, I see a mute, but I don't see a delete. You can hide responses and put them in a hidden tab. Fucking Maple, like, here we go.
And it turns out a couple of forms, I might actually be able to send them in. I might be able to send them in, and it could lead to 3 video takedowns at once. Who knows? Just saying, there are some forms that I could send in. I've read them, and I realized, oh, wait. Huh. Wait, I'll listen to this part as well.
Jenna is a pedophile and guilting for him for being a friend of Lakari.
If Jenna doesn't want me to say that, Jenna just needs to learn how to take his mouth, and when it wants to move, make it not move. Because he does this thing very often where he knows I'm going to strike back at him, right? He knows that I will clap back at him, and he still opens his mouth all the time. And so at this point, right, he knows what's going to happen. He should probably just stop, right? He should just stop. I've already told him, right? I publicly said, if you talk shit to me, Jenna, this is what I'm going to say. I said that, right? Like 10 days before I said it in that video. I said it publicly like 10 days before that.
I need a video like this made where I could just have like a video with all of Satonis' clips for like the last couple of weeks, all the major ones of him saying shit put together as a compilation that I could just talk over. And make that into a video. That basically I could like what I would like to do. And not sure if anyone wants to take this fucking task. But the idea behind it would be I need a statement that St. Tonis made. And then the rebuttal back later on about pretty much, you know, him say, I never said this, but you have the clip of him saying this. Like, he does that a bunch of fucking times. Like, I never said this, but all of a sudden you find out he did. I need to get a whole bunch of videos like that together.
Video, he talks shit anyway, so I said it. I'm on the good side. I am now on the good side. Ego actually true? Is it undeserved? What's wrong with ego unless it's undeserved? That's why, guys, I've been telling everybody, get your kids on. The second your people are in high school, right? Get them to the gym doing some workouts and stuff. Because you want to know what one of the most important lat exercises is, guys? Dumbbell raises. Dumbbell raises. Because then they'll retain that shape for the rest of their life. And if they do end up becoming a streamer or whatever, they won't look like Jenna. Dumbbell raises. Dumbbell raises. If they end up going to the gym at some point in their life, they won't look like Jenna. Because you don't end up looking like Jenna unless you literally have avoided a gym for your entire life. And what I'm saying is that I worked out a lot on my own volition, by the way, in high school and college. And I don't need to do a lot right now to maintain a very, very similar level of physique. Because you want to know what one of the most important lat exercises is, guys? Dumbbell raises. Dumbbell raises. To what I had before. I simply look like the same I did in college, just like 5%, 10% smaller.
So you were always like this.
Basically, I'm giving you like the playbook for how I'm gonna make my future son a Giga Chad. I'm just gonna make enough money to clone myself, and that'll be my kid. Easy. Just go to learn from the learnings back in the day. It anymore. I'm not trying to like, you know, impress any ladies at like the fucking dance floor. I just don't do that shit anymore. I don't go to concerts anymore. I don't go to Coachella anymore. I don't go to like Tomorrowland anymore, any of that shit. I don't do that anymore. I used to like go to raves and shit. I used to be like fucking jacked.
It's lying to our fucking faces.
Remember, guys, I'm the person that has no social life. Apparently, just so you guys know, remember, I'm supposed to be the guy with no. Jenna's the guy saying that I don't have a social life and I don't talk to people. It's just hey, can someone ask if Jenna's been to Coachella before? I've been like 3 times.
You genuinely piss me off. Are you 12?
Yep, I totally haven't gotten free drinks talking to bartenders before. Totally have not gotten free drinks, just like convincing a bartender that they owed us after like something bad happened. Wow.
Did the bro just admit that he's an alcoholic?
Why do you assume the bartender was a male? Guys, you don't know how uncomfortable it is to get propositioned by men until you get propositioned by multiple gay men repeatedly over the course of your life.
What? Where is Saint hanging out? And what is Saint doing to make multiple gay men start propositioning?
Has Jedazad ever gone to Coachella before? I've gone 3 times. Yep, I totally haven't gotten free drinks talking to bartenders before.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. We know exactly where this was taken from now. Oh, no, that's him. This is him. He posted this in 2024. Can I say a slur now? No. This was St. Tonis in his younger years. This was Saint in his younger years with the 2 black earrings in each ear, the shaved face. Around some men. This ain't AI. This is him. Let me go scare my Discord. Hold on. AI, run it through an AI generator.
That was his goal before he did the face reveal shit. You said Skull CJ said something?
Today's video is specifically made for the father of a certain swamp creature, but if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm gonna let the creature tell you themselves.
You are literally NPCs. I'm the main character in an RPG game. Me, 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 me.
Now, the reason I'm making this video is because of this particular clip.
Oh, but you gotta understand, I don't really have people that I want to blindly defend ever. It's just not really the streamer that I am. Even with my friends, if one of my friends does something objectively wrong, right, I will not defend them. I'll probably say, oh, that's fucked up. Probably it. Is what it is. I think it's important to hold everybody accountable. But I also think it's very important for proof and evidence. And I've seen a lot of people saying that this person said this thing and that person said that thing, and I'm not seeing the clip of them saying that thing.
All right, Tech, that seems pretty fair. Evidence, you say. I got you.
Please. Tech, don't. I need this.
What happened with Jenna? They keep talking about, aren't you the guy that made fun of Jenna for having an S6 Rosia? I said it's weird that he has an S6 Rosia. And then everyone else called him a PDF.
Now, Tech, we both know what the hell this goblin abortion was trying to imply. Come on now.
Whoa, wait, go back.
Rosia. And then everyone else called him a PDF.
Hold on. Hold on. Go back here. Hold on. I gotta go pull this up now. The only problem about St. Tonus now fucking tweeting is that now it takes forever to get through all his fucking tweets. With how many CCs had made jokes about Jenna's S6 Roshia in the past, I found it fair play, and I making a video linked to Maggie is what took it too far. What's up, Maple? Like, repeat this again, Saint? Repeat this, Saint?
The guy that made fun of Jenna for having an S6 Rosia. I said it's weird that he has an S6 Rosia. And then everyone else called him a PDF.
Now, Tech, we both...
So which one is it? Is it back in the day when you said every other CC made that joke and that's the reason why it happened? Or is it the fact that you said it and then people made the joke? Is something going on with YouTube? Is Fox talking on? I'm right here. YouTube was having issues today, though. So it could be a possibility. Could be a possibility. But I'm right here. Can you hear me? Let me try something. Oh, it's not my side? All right, so refresh the stream if you're having audio issues. But which one is it? Is it St. Tonus with fucking Twitter that the other CCs made jokes so he thought it was fair play? Or is it the fact that he's the one that made the joke and then the other CCs didn't make the joke? I don't know here.
No, what the hell this goblin abortion was trying to imply. Come on now. We some old ass dudes. We got hair in our ass, bro. We old out here, bro. We know what the hell he was trying to imply. But let's say we don't. Let's hear him out a little bit more.
That's been my take. Weird as fuck. It's a strange person that does that. Saint implied that Jenna liked child. Yeah, because he S6 Rosia. I'll say it until the end of time. Yes, I implied he likes child characters because he S6 Rosia.
Now, Tech, by this point, I'm sure we both understand what this Smeagol-looking parasite was referring to, but let's go ahead and read the official first ever tweet that accused or insinuated something a little weird about genocide. I said if he was a fan of Maigi, no wonder he S6 to Rosha. They're both clearly childlike, right? He tries to say that genocide likes childlike characters, when in here, he's clearly saying that genocide likes childlike things, whether they're Maigi, a VTuber, which is actually a real person, or Rosha. So he's implying that genocide likes childlike things. People, characters, anything, but clearly things that are childlike. Now, we all know what these type of insinuations are all about. We clearly know what he was trying to imply when he said this, right? We know what malicious intent is. Matter of fact, St. Tontes is one of the most known people for knowing about malicious intent. His favorite word is maliciously gay. But you know what I find crazy, bro? Is the fact that he goes at genocide to this day multiple times. We'll have more clips after this. Because he S6'd or got a lot of dupes into a character that, as he says, is clearly childlike, but he seems to be forgetting that his father also has a character that he got a lot of dupes into, and, well, it's also childlike.
No way! First one, Klee! What is that? I mean, we're dumping all this on Klee regardless. How many Klees are we gonna get? There's so many people shit-talking my girl Klee. Can't get over it. I cannot get over it how much I love this unit. I have never had this much fun using this using a unit in such a long time. She is so much fun, and she's so fun to play, and you can actually feel yourself, like, literally. You'll use Klee.
Now, personally, I don't have an issue with someone duping up a character they enjoy the kit or the combat of. I think it's totally normal. We are playing gacha games and they have a ton of different characters with a ton of different kits. So if you particularly find one character to be really cool to play with, by all means, dupe it up. I don't think it's weird at all. You know what I do find weird, though? If someone makes some weird remarks talking about, damn, this character is hot as hell and they're looking like Verena, yeah, that's a problem. But I don't think either one of the people that I showed have actually done that. I don't think Genocide has ever made a remark like that, and I don't think Tectone has ever made a remark like that. So with that said, I think going out of your way to say that someone likes childlike things because they actually enjoyed the kit of a particular unit and insinuating it to that degree, you clearly know what you're doing. You're doing that with malicious intent. But if that's not enough to show you guys that he was clearly trying to insinuate that Genocide is a PDF or likes children, what about this next clip?
I mean, and this is the thing, right? Guys, it's so easy any moment moving forward. If Jenna has any issues with anything that I said over the past 5 minutes, all I'll simply do is ask him to show his DMs with Lakari. And if he's willing to do that, yeah, we can let everything pass. But otherwise, I don't know, bro. Yeah, if he's not willing to do that, I don't know, bro.
Now, sure, we can go ahead and act stupid regarding the first post that he wasn't trying to insinuate that Genocide likes children. But what about the second part when he's trying to link him to Lakari because they were friends? Lakari, the guy that's being painted all across the internet like this. And now, Tectone, weren't you also friends with Lakari? Matter of fact, you were a lot closer to Lakari than Genocide. So if you were out there...
Okay, so this is more of a hit piece. It seems like, it feels like, I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it's more of a hit piece on Tectone for not getting involved in the St. Tonis situation. Oh boy.
Being friends with Lakari like this.
Really? Absolutely. All you gotta do is shake my hand.
I can trust you, right?
Absolutely. Welcome aboard, sir. Welcome aboard.
I need Bunny bad.
Weren't you friends with Lakari at that time too? So I guess it was just justified the whole... It's so easy, bro. Right?
How does it make you feel that your son is out here trying to insinuate certain things regarding other creators simply because they have talked to Lakari in the past, pretty much saying that they like children?
It would be nice if Stain stops implying Jenna is a pedophile and guilting for him for being a friend of Lakari.
If Jenna doesn't want me to say that, Jenna just needs to learn how to take his mouth and when it wants to move, make it not move. Because he does this thing very often where he knows I'm going to strike back at him, right? He knows that I will clap back at him, and he still opens his mouth all the time.
Here we have a clip of Tectone saying it would be nice if Saint Tonta stopped implying that Genocide is a pedophile and guilting him for being a friend of Lakari. And instantly, Saint Tontas, with his massive ego, doesn't even deny that that's what he's saying. He actually doubles down and says, well, if Genocide's gonna mention my name, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He actively says, yes, that is pretty much what I'm doing, but I'm gonna keep doing it if Genocide even mentions my name. And you wanna know what Tectone had to say regarding what Genocide said?
I saw a clip where Jenna said something along the lines of, who's wrong, one guy or literally everyone else? To be fair, that shit was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that, and I'm like, damn. That shit was funny. Right? Right. I think there's a difference between one guy saying this guy's wrong and then you going, you're a fucking pedophile. Like, I feel like that's like, the difference is crazy, bro.
Now, I'm pretty sure we got the whole Genocide and Saint Tontas throwing out PDF allegations situation completely understood with that, right? We already understood what this Ratata, Master Splinter looking motherfucker is all about regarding that particular topic. Now, there are so many freaking topics and so many things that we can put out here to show you the type of rat and sewer creature that he really is. But I'm not going to do all that. We're going to move on to another topic, which is the whole striking of the channels. I know recently Saint Tontas got struck by Mr. Pokey, and now it's been one of those things where people want to say that Saint Tontas is a victim, like, oh my god, he got struck by Mr. Pokey. That's the #1 sin a YouTuber never does, striking another content creator. But I just want to show you guys who started that and who crossed the line trying to strike other people's channels way before Mr. Pokey even done it, and not only striking one video, but actively trying to brigade for the massive takedown of an entire channel.
We'll be asking for reports every day. Yeah, it's too late, brother. It's too late. I'm gonna ask people to report your channel every day and just play this part of the VOD. Guys, it's that easy. I just need to replay this part of the VOD every day.
I'm gonna ask people to report your channel every day. This was way before Pokey even got involved into the beef, but hold on, there's more.
Whoa! YouTube told us to mass report! YouTube told us to mass report the channel! So I guess it's allowed, boys! YouTube told us to mass report his channel, boys! We got permission! Do it! Report the fuck out of his channel! Do it right now! Report everything! YouTube told us to do it! Spam report everything!
Now, Tech, let's be honest. Does that not sound like a dude acting like a crackhead live on stream? Homie having a flat-out breakdown. Now, we both know how things work, right? So let's be honest. Are we really gonna say that YouTube, Team YouTube, told this little hobgoblin inbred motherfucker to mass report the channel? As two grown adults, we're really gonna sit here and say, yeah, YouTube told him to mass report another dude's channel. No, we both know that YouTube replied to the person and told him, if you're having problems with someone else, then you report the channel. And then he goes ahead and has like a mental breakdown on stream, yelling, talking about, yeah, we got told to mass report the channel, but there is more.
So I actually looked a couple of things up, and it turns out a couple of forms, I might actually be able to send them in. I might be able to send them in, and it could lead to 3 video takedowns at once. Who knows? Just saying, there are some forms that I could send in. I've read them, and I realized, oh, wait. Huh. Yeah, I might just do that.
Now, all of this, him crashing out on stream, asking his community to mass report my channel, having people telling him, yeah, we've mass reported his channel, telling people that he's gonna ask them every day to report my channel, all of that was because of some thumbnails on my videos, which in reality don't even come close to comparing to what he said about other creators, like, for example, Genocide, like I showed you guys at the very beginning. But I'm gonna show you guys my thumbnails real quick. Enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I hate it because
Please, Tech, don't. I need this.
I like you say it, but I think these thumbnails are hilarious.
Please, Tech, don't.
He looks like Bobby Lee.
I'm gonna be real, I can't even claim full credit for that last one. Check it out.
You know what I did? I laughed at this and I had an idea. I said, Grok, turn Saint Tontas into Harry Potter because he got them circular glasses on. And this
It's a Harry Tontas, bro.
But enough of that. Now let's show you the 2 thumbnails in particular that Saint Tontas, aka the Hobgoblin, wants to really say I crossed over the line. I gone and did too much, right? I touched the subject that he would never touch, right? Now, at first glance, those 2 thumbnails do look pretty bad. You might be asking yourself, did CJ cross the line? Why would he even link Saint Tontas with someone as heinous and horrible as Epstein? That is crossing the line. But what if I told you that Saint Tontas, weeks before I even uploaded this video, uploaded a video where he pretty much brags about all his gacha victims, all the content creators that he has destroyed in the gacha space. The video is still up, by the way. And in the middle of that video, in the middle of him shit-talking a bunch of creators, he actually has an Epstein edit where you can see Epstein victims. And after the edit is over, he continues to talk shit about...
Hopefully CJ is going to talk about this, but that was removed.
More creators. Let's have a look.
All of it, all on their own. And you want to know what the best thing is? This isn't even the full list. There's still more people. Do you guys remember this dude? Yeah, nobody really does either. I don't remember this dude either. Y'all remember this guy? Yeah, this is the video that killed his channel. I made like $400 off this guy for this.
So again, he wants to act like he was done so dirty by even linking him to something regarding Epstein, right? Yet on his video of gotcha victims and people he's shit-talking before and after the video, he has an Epstein edit with the title on a plane called Lolita Express, lollies, you know? And on top of that, he shows Epstein victims, showing and drawing a parallel to his gotcha victims. And you know what's quite interesting? That after days and weeks of us pretty much mentioning this to St. Tontes, he actually proceeded to finally take it down after it was up for almost, if not actually, a month. So he knew what was going on there was pretty bad, but he decided to keep it all this time until the pressure got to him. So he wants to come out here and act like, oh, you're putting me on the spot. You're painting me in this horrible light for even linking me to something regarding Epstein. Yet on his video, he has something regarding lollies on a plane and Epstein victims on a video talking about his gotcha victims. And he had no problem with that for the longest time, right? But he wants to play the victim regarding my edits.
You know, CJ is a convicted criminal, right? He has admitted it on his stream. He has been convicted. He's a convicted criminal for fighting people. Yeah, he's convicted. Like, literally, he is. Like I've got a clip of him admitting it.
One of the many insinuations and allegations he has thrown at me. Here he says that I'm a convicted criminal, right? On my stream, I said that I've gone to court for fighting when I was a teenager. I was never convicted. I never went to jail. None of that. I just fought people and I got arrested as a teenager because I was fighting people in a public space. Wow.
You were in juvenile court. You had to do community service. It wasn't, the crime did not fit the punishment of putting you in jail and convicting you. And it's not on your permanent record. Like, that right there is a straight up lie. Like, St. Tonus lied on CJ. He's a convicted he's a convicted criminal. No. He went to juvie, basically. And he didn't even go to juvie. He didn't go to a thing. He just, fought some people, went to court. Court said, you know what? Community service, 100 hours. And that's what he had to do. That's not being convicted.
Now, Tech, you and I have both gone to court. Last time I checked, neither one of us was convicted. So is he going to say now that you're convicted because you went to court? Because that's what he's doing to me. And that is just one of the many examples and many allegations he throws at people. In this little beef and this little shit-talking competition, I guess, that I've had with Saint, he's literally labeled me as a factually proven racist. Those are his words. Literally, word for word, bar for bar. Factually proven racist, homophobe, sexist, a criminal. He said that I've sexually harassed them. He said that I've insinuated that I've raped them or that I'm going to do it. Yes, we have clips of all of these things, bro. And at the end of the day, the reality of it is that if he's able to throw them labels out at people, me and many others.
I don't get it. I'm going to be honest here. I got to talk for a minute. I don't get it. Tech Tone sees all this shit. You know he does. And why is he still defending Satonus? So Juvenile is good. No. What I'm saying by Juvenile is that he got into a fight when he's a dude. We all were kids, right? We were fucking kids at one point in time. We all did dumb fucking shit. In the case scenario, like fucking CJ, he went to court. He had to go fucking pay community service. They didn't put him in actual fucking jail. They never convicted him. Like, when you're a kid, you're fucking retarded. You make fucking mistakes. And when you're an adult, you go to fucking jail. It wasn't severe enough for him to be put in quote unquote jail and be convicted. But no, get into this, right? I don't get it. Why is Tectone defending fucking St. Tonis so fucking hard? I'm sorry. Like, he clearly, like, he just gets what he, like, it's clearly like he's not looking at the situation as a whole. He's the one that's making up some stuff, some different things up about this. And I know he doesn't like Mr. Pokey. I know he doesn't like Mr. Pokey. But all the shit that's happened to Cap the Cabinets, all the shit that's happened to CJ, all the shit that's happened across the place, in it, even Genocide. Like, what kind of a friend to all these other CCs are you if this particular person over here is doing all this that you're friends with? Dare I say, like, if you're truly friends with all these people in this space, don't you just, go talk to the one that's kind of making the problems up and be like, dude, you're going way too far. Like, I don't know what Tectone's plan here is. I don't know what the entire thought process of Tectone is around St. Tonis. Does, like, St. Tonis have something over Tectone's head? The mods deleted this? Damn. Like, I'm just gonna say, for one time here, it almost feels like St. Tonis has something on Tectone, and that's the reason why Tectone is giving St. Tonis the kitty gloves. Like, something's weird. Something is weird with Tectone and St. Tonis. Something about that situation's weird.
That he's labeled as like, oh, this guy's alcoholic, this guy is a racist, this guy is a sexist, this guy is a PDF. If he's able to throw all of them allegations out there like that, nobody can be surprised, upset, or confused.
Nah, Fox, he just doesn't want to turn on a friend since he's been turned on for so many years. But isn't he turning on his friends like Captain Cabinets, who he's known longer than St. Tonis? Isn't he turning on friends like Genocide and stuff like this by not intervening and trying to help with the situation to stop St. Tonis? Like, I thought Genocide. So is this the case where Genocide, Captain Cabinets, and all these other content creators that Tectone referred to as friends is not really friends? Is that the case?
When someone else throws the same type of allegations at him or treats him in a certain way. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because he be throwing a lot of these crazy titles on people and branding them all these crazy things without any proof. But here he says he has proof that I've said I'm a convicted criminal, right? So let's see if he can, show the proof. And I'll be honest, dog, at this point, it's like beating a dead horse. If you ask for evidence, they will be able to provide you the evidence. Whatever it is that you need, whether it's him doing racist remarks, homophobic remarks,
wait, hold on. That's reaching. It's just trying to take the pressure off of him. Trust me, I'm not happy how Tech is protecting Saint. I guess. I don't know. Look. I know I got a bunch of people who do not like Tectonus in my chat, right? And I've always said this, I'm on the fence with Tectone because I don't know the guy personally. I have not followed his career long enough to actually make a discerned judgment. But, like, all I'm saying is that like Tectone has been like friends with all these different CCs. And how people have always told me about what Tectone is he's the father of gotcha, of the gotcha community. Right? I guess in hints like, you know, Dear Father, St. Tone's edition here. That the idea is that if Tectone comes into play, right? If Tectone came in and told St. Tone, shut the fuck up, Mr. Pokey, shut the fuck up, stop this shit, that in reality, both of them were shut up. You know what I'm getting at? Like, all Tectone has to do is go to fucking St. Tone's and be like, dude, this is childish, this is stupid, drop it. And then I feel like, you know, St. Tone's would stop. Like, maybe he doesn't want to get involved. Maybe. The thing is that he's been getting involved. He's been talking about it. I saw him today on the live stream. And it's not, the thing is, he's not giving a clear answer. He's saying that St. Tonus is wrong, right? But he's saying everybody's fucking wrong. And he says he doesn't care about it. He doesn't want to get involved in this kind of stuff. Like, he is on the fence, it feels like. But in the same sense of being on the fence, he's defending the shit that St. Tonus is doing. He's defending the shit that St. Tonus has done. And it's just like, I don't get it. I mean, dude, this drama should have, you want me to be honest with y'all? This drama should have ended like fucking Friday of last week. We should be on the newest drama right now. But we got two stubborn people right now who is going at each other and is doing this like holy shit, like they're doing this shit. They're so fucking stubborn. Oh boy. Unfortunately, a DM saying you won't react to someone is not legally binding because I just can change my mind. Yeah, y'all clearly are not up to date on the dramas, so maybe shut the fuck up. I'll prioritize my friendship with Tech over this bullshit little pinky promise that means nothing. Gentleman's agreement that he violated by being a terrible person. After he did what he did, I started reacting to him again, and when I saw him gaslighting Tech and abusing his friendship. And Castris76 Archino, that was before we openly lied about Tectone, so I said, nah, I'm good. You're spewing some bullshit, brother. Infinite Clout plus Aura. Bro, what is wrong with Booby Tuesday? What did Booby Tuesday say? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, now I gotta go see. What did Booby Tuesday do? What did she do? Booby Tuesday. Is it something like in here? Is it actually like on his fucking video? Tell's response: whoever side you on needs to agree that falsely copyright striking a channel is disgusting. It opens doors to you do not want open. Did Booby respond to this or something? Because that image is so fucking small, I can't tell what that image is. So we're going to do the next best fucking thing. We're just going to scroll all the way down. And we're going to see if she wrote something here. I don't see nothing. I have my own feeling about this. I have my own feeling. My own thought pattern. I need to know how much Tectone hates Pokey. Yeah, but Booby Tuesday's not in there. I just did a control F. She's not showing up. So it's got to be something else that she talked about somewhere else, in particular. If I would really have to describe what I'm feeling, I just need to know how much Tectone hates fucking Pokey. I feel like he really does not like Pokey, right? And then at that point in time, I kind of feel in that situation, he might be like legitimately egging Saint on to do this. Like, I feel like when it came to like Captain Cabins, it came to CJ, it came to that, he tried mediating it to stop. But when Pokey came in, now it's just like, instead of trying to mediate it to stop it, it's like to go for it. Just go all at it. I wouldn't be surprised. I can't confirm, but I wouldn't be surprised that Tectone would be the one financially backing St. Thomas. I can't prove that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the truth. Because I'd be honest with you, I don't think there's no guy in Siberian fucking Dubai or whatever over there that is oiling up St. Thomas. The end of the day, this fight's just going to get dirty. This fight's going to get dirty. Oh my God, cursed. I left a comment. H3H3 is my fave, and I remembered them talking about how expensive it was. At least good luck to him on that. That I wanted to find out because you were brought up, apparently. You were brought up in the Discord for Satonis. Like I like when I saw this, I was like, "What did Booby Tuesday say?" Because that picture's so fucking tiny right there. Like this image is so fucking tiny. I can't read that, and I couldn't see. So I guess he must have removed your comment. Thank you for clarifying that. Do truly appreciate that. I mean, we're at the fucking point, right? We're at the point where this shit is just getting. We're getting into a situation where, whoo, damn, it's gonna get dirty. This fight's gonna get dirty. I like how much bullying and harassment does to a space needs to endure. He breaks terms of services, all that, every time he posts his streams. Like I said, in this entire situation, why couldn't two content creators talk, man? Because Saint is stubborn. Of course he's stubborn. I don't know who the hell is filling his goddamn jug with all this energy and fucking making him feel like he's 100% in the right and shit, but holy shit. Wait, a written agreement. You mean that DM where he's like, "Don't react to my stuff"? That was the written agreement. Have I seen what Aslan put into his video descriptions? Not particularly. I don't watch Asman. The only time I watch Asman is when something comes on my YouTube Shorts every now and fucking then, right?
We have had enough.
If you own the copyrighted content showed in this video and would like it removed, you can contact the following to get it removed. Okay. I mean, that is practically the right way of handling things. That's practically the correct way of handling things. No, Asma's description. Oh, you mean his actual channel
We have had
description?
another trans.
His actual channel description, I'm guessing you're talking about? Am I missing something? What am I missing? Because what I'm seeing here is like in the actual description of this right here, it says if it's copyright, remove it. Unless I'm missing something else. Oh yeah, like if you want to remove, yeah, like you contact and get it removed, right? Let's see what happens. How's the state? The game's doing fine. I was playing it earlier today. It's doing fine. I'm practically going to save Friday for doing AOD story. I'm going to do the story on Friday. So, especially with this drama going on right now and everything, and I want to keep covering it because I'm still finding it fucking interesting as shit. So I'm not going to do the story until Friday. Man, the tweet wars, bro. And then deleted my response to his tweet. You can't delete a response to the Twitter, bro. Look, when it comes to Tectone, I don't know, man. I like all I'm saying. Tectone acts like this is my problem, right? And this is just what it is. And maybe we'll get an answer one day for this. But Tectone acts like he doesn't want to be involved in this, right? He acts like he does not want to be involved in this drama. But he gets involved in it. And it's just that it's weird because Captain Cabinets, Skull CJ, every single CC, Jinazad, all these people, everything else that Tectone probably has talked to and has explained the issues with Saint. They have gone out on record saying, dude is a menace. Dude is doing this shit right here. Tech, what else you want us to say? You're telling us to stop and just let him continue doing this. That's what it feels like. And it's like Tectone is just like, I'm not involved in this. I just want to get the perspectives. And then you get to the next part of this, the next section of this, where it's like Tectone is just like defending Saint. Yes. Huh? Talking? About to go to sleep here in a minute? What's what? Coke? It's yours. You can take it. It's yours. My kid came out of nowhere and scared the shit out of me. But in the end, it's just like, Tectone is like, I don't want to be involved in this, but you're involved in this, and you're taking Satonus aside, it feels like. You're trying to say you're not, but, like, you really... Dude. Come on. I thought, like, Jinazad was also your buddy and everything. Like, can't you just tell fucking Satonus, like, shut the fuck up about Jinazad, shut the fuck up about this, Jinazad, shut the fuck up about Saint, and everybody fucking moves on. Tieto is saying that people should stop dogpiling Saint while ignoring all the stuff that Saint is done and is making people dogpile on him. There's a reason why people are dogpiling on Saint. There's a fucking actual fucking reason. That's the point. And if you're not going to look at the actual point of the reason why people are dogpiling and find out, hey, you know what, maybe Saint's taking some shit way too fucking far, that if you tone your boy down a little bit, shit wouldn't go that fucking hard. And then, yeah, the drama can end. No, I was just looking at our Discord server. People are posting up some shit from St. Thomas's Discord right now. I don't know, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop early tonight because I got work in the morning. So I'm going to stop right now, and I'm going to lay down. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to prepare for work, and we'll be back at this tomorrow. So you guys have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. We'll see what Mr. Pokey's response is in the morning, if he's got one.